Okay, ma'am. So, plan of circulatory system in the vertebrates. So, in evolutionary changes, in course of evolutionary changes, means what? When animals are surviving on our planet, so automatically in every decade some evolutionary changes, takes place in the animals. So during evolution, two-chambered heart evolved into three-chambered. Three-chambered heart is evolved into incompletely divided three-chambered heart, four-chambered heart. Four-chambered incompletely divided four-chambered heart is gradually divided into completely evolved four-chambered hearts. Like that form. So this process is called evolution. In course of evolution, so in animals gradually some changes happened and finally four-chambered heart organisms are evolved on our planet. Initially two-chambered heart. So two-chambered heart is not sufficiently circulate the oxygenated blood. In such cases, three-chambered organism, three-chambered heart is evolved. Three-chambered heart is not sufficiently circulate oxygenated blood. In such cases, three-chambered heart gradually evolved into incompletely divided four-chambered heart. Incompletely divided four-chambered heart is not sufficiently supplies oxygenated blood throughout the body. At that moment, completely divided four-chambered heart organisms are evolved. This is the process of planar circulatory system in the vertebrates. It happened directly. Four-chambered heart organisms did not evolve on our planet. It is the history. So it is the evolutionary pattern of origination of animals on our planet. First of all, let us see two-chambered heart animals. Okay, so fish. So in fish, two-chambered, the fish has two-chambered heart. Two-chambered heart. Okay, so two-chambered heart. So the fish body can sufficiently supply oxygenated blood throughout the body with the help of two-chambered heart. But in amphibians, two-chambered heart is not sufficiently supplied. Okay, that's all. So two-chambered heart. So two-chambered heart now I will show. Organs, ventricles. So deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. So first from body parts, various body parts, the deoxygenated blood entered into the organs. From the auricles, deoxygenated blood entered into the ventricles. From the ventricles, deoxygenated blood enters into the gills. The called gills for oxygenation. Okay, deoxygenated blood entered into the gills for oxygenation. When deoxygenated blood converted into oxygenated blood, so this oxygenated blood is supplied throughout the body parts of the fish. Therefore, in the fish, two-chambered heart. One is atrium is also called auricle. Two-chambered heart. Fish has a two-chambered heart. One is auricle, another one is ventricle. The deoxygenated blood from various body parts initially entered into the auricles. From auricles, it goes to the ventricles. From the ventricles, deoxygenated blood entered into the gills for oxygenation. Once deoxygenated blood, when converted into oxygenated blood, then oxygenated blood is circulated throughout the body. That kind of circulation is called bronchial circulation or single circulation. circulation or single circuit circulation. Circuit circulation or single heart. Single heart. Single heart means what? Only once blood passes from heart to various body parts. Therefore, the fish heart is called single circuit heart or single circuit heart. Single circuit circulation or single circuit heart. It is also called bronchial circulation. Why? In the gills nothing but bronchial. In the gills, deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated, and from the gills it is circulated throughout the body. Therefore, it is called bronchial circulation. In fish body, the fish heart is single circuit heart. Single circuit circulation because it will be supplied only once from heart to various body parts. Okay, that is a two-chambered heart. So the two-chambered heart sufficiently supplies oxygenated blood in only fishes. In fish body, two-chambered heart can effectively circulate oxygen throughout the body. Okay, but it two-chambered heart is not effectively supplies oxygenated blood in other animals. In such cases, automatically three-chambered heart is evolved in amphibians. Amphibians. See here. Amphibians. Amphibians means what? The animals which can survive on land and in water. Such type of animals are called amphibians. That is salamander, frog, etc. Frog is a very familiar. Salamander, one more animal. Okay, salamander. Okay, in these three-chambered heart is evolved. Okay, see that three-chambered heart I am showing you. Like this way. Two organs. One is right organ. Right organ. Left organ. Right organ, left organ. Ventricle. Only one ventricle. Three-chambered amphibians contains a three-chambered heart. Two auricles and one ventricle. So right auricle receives deoxygenated blood. Right auricle receives deoxygenated blood from various body parts. Whereas left auricle receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. Okay, so deoxygenated blood from various body parts. Various body parts send deoxygenated blood to the right auricle. Okay, so this right auricle. Next here, left auricle. Left auricle receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. So here, deoxygenated blood enters into the ventricle. Oxygenated blood enters into the ventricle. So here the blood is mixed. So this ventricle pumped out mixed type of blood. That is happens in amphibians. Okay, so the deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood is mixed in the ventricle. So the ventricle pumped out the mixed type of blood. Okay, so in such a way, amphibians consist of three-chambered heart. Amphibians contains a three-chambered heart. So, amphibians heart, from the heart, blood is pumped 2 times. From heart, 1 time from heart to lungs for oxygenation. 1 time from heart to various body parts. Therefore, amphibians heart is double circuit heart. Double circuit heart. Double circuit heart. This circulation is called double circuit circulation. Double circuit circulation. Double circuit circulation. Why double circuit circulation? 1 time from heart to lungs for oxygenation. The oxygenated blood needed to become oxygenated. After oxygenated, so the oxygenated blood reaches to the left auricle. Oxygenated blood is reached to the left auricle. Okay, that's it. So from the left auricle, the blood is mixed. The blood is mixed here. So the mixed blood is pumped out from the ventricle. Therefore, the heart is called, in amphibians, the heart is called double circuit heart. That type of circulation is called double circuit circulation. So the two-chambered heart is evolved into three-chambered heart. Three-chambered heart is gradually evolved into incompletely divided four-chambered heart. So that is, we will see reptiles. More and more information about amphibians. Amphibians, frog. When frog explanation we will see, there more and more information we will get to know that. Here our topic is not frog topic to go extensively about frog. Our topic is human circulation system. In human circulatory system, frog circulation same is not correct. So with this only I am stop. Continuation is there. Frog separate topic. There, why mixed blood? What is the uses of mixed blood? What is the disadvantages of mixed blood? Then we can see that. Reptiles. Reptiles. In reptiles, three-chambered heart is not sufficiently circulates oxygenated blood. Therefore, reptiles, except crocodiles, crocodiles have four-chambered heart. Except crocodiles, remaining all reptiles, incompletely divided four-chambered hearts are present. Incompletely divided. Same here. Okay, see, incompletely divided. So this is incompletely divided. So this is a right ventricle, left ventricle, right auricle, left auricle. Okay, see here, incompletely divided four-chambered heart. Reptiles have incompletely divided fourth-chambered heart. That means what? Three chambers are well developed. Fourth chamber is incompletely developed. That's why it is called reptiles have incompletely divided four-chambered heart. Fourth chamber is incompletely divided. That is, fourth chamber is incompletely divided. That is why incompletely divided four-chambered hearts. So, right auricle receives deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood enters into the right ventricle. Left auricle receives oxygenated blood. It was not developed. It was not developed. Okay? So, except its remaining processes same from here only. So, right ventricle receives deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. From right ventricle, deoxygenated blood through artery goes to the lungs for oxygenation. Same. This is only different. Okay. Deoxygenated blood from right auricle enters into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, here, from this is right ventricle. From here, one artery starts. One artery starts. That artery takes this deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation. In the lungs, the deoxygenated blood becomes so oxygenated that oxygenated blood reaches to the left auricle through veins, like us only. Okay, so deoxygenated blood through arteries goes to the lungs for oxygenation. When deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated in the lungs, immediately the oxygenated blood carried by the vein into the left auricle. So from the left auricle, the blood is supplied to various body parts. So finally, in reptiles also, except crocodiles, the blood from heart is pumped twice. One time for lungs for oxygenation. Second time from heart to various body parts. Therefore, in reptiles, incomplete double circuit circulation. Incomplete double circuit circulation. The heart is called incomplete double circuit heart. Listen carefully. Incomplete double circulatory heart. Why? Fourth chamber was not developed. But remaining common from heart, the blood is pumped twice, one time for lungs, one time for body parts. Therefore, even in reptiles also, the heart is called incompletely divided double circuit heart. The circulatory system is called incomplete double circuit circulation. Okay, but in crocodiles, four-chambered hearts are well developed. Therefore, in the crocodiles, heart is double circuit heart, double circuit circulation. Birds and mammals possesses four-chambered heart. Same here. Here we will change. That's all. One special from here, from right ventricle, one artery started. Here, from it is left ventricle. From left ventricle, one more aorta started. Pulmonary artery, systemic artery. In birds and mammals possesses well-developed four-chambered hearts. Well-developed four-chambered hearts. So those two four-chambered hearts got two auricles. Auricle, same. What the name you are comfortable that you write. Auricle, atrium. Right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Same. But here, a right auricle receives the oxygenated blood from various body parts. Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava brings blood from head part. Inferior vena cava brings blood from lower body parts, abdomen, toes, etc. So from these all the body parts, deoxygenated blood is entered into the right auricle. Here, small hole, a small hole. Small hole. Here also small hole. Okay, so deoxygenated blood from the right auricle entered into the right ventricle through small opening. Through this opening is protected by valve. I will say more explanation. I will give more explanation. Much information is there. I will say very information clearly. I will say beyond the textbook. I will say. Okay, so deoxygenated blood from right auricle enters into the right ventricle through small opening. That opening name also is there. I will say. I am explaining about bird and mammal. I am not coming to human being. Okay. So this is left auricle. Left auricle always receives oxygenated blood. That oxygenated blood enters into the left ventricle through small opening, through small aperture hole. Like the remaining three animals, birds and mammals heart also double circuit heart. Circulation is called double circuit circulation. How? Once when the heart is received sufficiently deoxygenated blood, this deoxygenated blood through pulmonary artery, this is called pulmonary artery. Through pulmonary artery, it goes to the lungs for oxygenation. Right lung, left lung. Here, right lung, it is connected to this. It is connected to this. It is connected to this. Here, it is divided into two branches. It is left branch. It is right branch. This deoxygenated blood goes to left lung. Deoxygenated blood goes to right lung. In the lungs, deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated. The process how deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated, already I said that. So from right and left lung, when deoxygenated blood becomes oxygenated, immediately their pulmonary artery ready, pulmonary artery, sorry, pulmonary vein. It is pulmonary artery. It is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood to the left auricle. To the left auricle. This is what left auricle. This is left auricle. Left auricle is smaller. Left auricle oxygenated blood. Left auricle receives oxygenated blood. This oxygenated blood enters into the left ventricle. Two small opening. From the left ventricle, another artery is ready. That artery name is called systemic aorta. This is called systemic aorta. Systemic aorta. Systemic aorta. Systemic aorta. Okay, immediately oxygenated blood collected by the systemic aorta and supplied throughout the body. Therefore, in birds and mammals, the heart is called double circuit heart. The circulatory system is called double circuit circulatory system because once blood is pumped to the lungs for oxygenation. Second time the blood pumped from oxygenated blood pumped from heart to various body parts. Therefore, in birds and mammals, the heart is called double circuit heart. The circulatory system is called double circuit circulatory system. Okay, so this is planar circulatory system in the vertebrates. During course of evolution, this kind of changes happened. So these changes took thousands of years. To origination of this kind of a system, it has taken thousands of years. Okay. Next topic is human cardiovascular system. Human cardiovascular system. Human cardiovascular system. Human cardiovascular system. See here, the human heart is hollow organ. The human heart is hollow organ made up of by cardiac muscles. The human heart is hollow. Hollow means inside empty space is present. Inside of the heart, empty space is present. That empty space is filled with the blood. One side deoxygenated blood, one side of oxygenated blood. That is why it is called hollow organ made up of by cardiac muscles. It has network of closed blood vessels. Human cardiac system consists of network of closed blood vessels and blood. Closed blood vessels means what? The main blood vessel is very short. The main blood vessel is divided, redivided and forms several capillaries, several small blood vessels. But major blood vessel is short, pulmonary artery short, systemic artery short. That's why it is a network of short blood vessels. It consists of network of short blood vessels and blood. Now we will see the structure of the heart. Structure of the heart. Structure of the heart. Structure of the heart. See, first of all, mesodermal in origin. How? Mesodermal. Dermal. First, how heart is originated in our body. We have to see when we were in mother's womb. How heart is originated? Mesodermal cells. When we were in mother's womb, initially our life started from ectoderm, endoderm, mesodermal layers. Okay, ectodermal cells forms some of the organs. Mesodermal cells forms some of the organs. Endodermal cells forms some of the organs. Among those, mesodermal cells forms heart. Okay, so the origination of the heart is mesodermal in origin. Okay, that's all. Shape of the heart. What is the shape of the heart? The conical in shape. The conical. The conical in shape. Actually, heart is conical in shape. The heart is conical in shape. How it would be there? So, like we say, conical in shape. It is called the apex region facing downwards. The broad base facing upwards. Actually, our heart in our body, heart is conical in shape. That the conical flask reverse direction. Conical flask, imagine conical flask. The apex region becomes down. Generally, like this way. If we will make it inverted position, apex region downwards, broad base upwards. Like that in our body, heart is located. That's why the shape of the heart is conical in shape. The apex region facing downwards, towards left. Towards left, not completely left. Listen carefully. The heart is not completely located left side. Towards the left side, middle, towards the left side. So this region towards left side. Okay, so towards left side. Okay. The heart is, the size of the heart is fist of a person, fist or clenched fist. Clenched means when hand fingers are closely tight, like this. This is called fist, a fist of the person. My heart is my fist. Child heart is child fist. Okay, clenched fist or size of the fist of the person. Okay, that is the heart is located between the two lungs. Between the two lungs. In thoracic cavity, between the two lungs. Where that exact location is mediastinum. The heart is exactly located. Place is called mediastinum. Here, this place is called mediastinum. In the thoracic cavity, between the two lungs, between the two lungs, the heart is located. Where the heart is exactly located, that located place is mediastinum. 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 Okay. The heart is protected on all sides by rib cage. It is thoracic. It is also rib cage. Rib cage. Heart is protected on all sides by rib cage, and by back side, the help of vertebral column. Back side gives protection to the heart by vertebral column. Left side gives front thoracic region, sternum. I said. More I will say in future. Topics are there. The heart is protected on all sides by rib cage, and by backbone on the dorsal side. Vertebral column on the dorsal side. Ventral side sternum. Left right rib cage. Dorsal side vertebral column. Okay, this is the explanation. Pericardium. This is what we see next class. Some students sent doubts. Let's clarify those doubts. Pericardium. Big explanation. That is onwards tomorrow we'll see. Okay, so let's see. Some students sent doubts. Those doubts clarification now.